last transaction that we are told about is the loan statement. We've got a balance on the 1st of March of 2,750,000, repayments including interest. An additional loan was taken out, and then we've got the balance at the end of the year. We are told interest on the loan is capitalized. The annual repayment has been increased to 425,000 Rand for 2022. So I want to just stop and look at this last sentence that they've put on here. The moment that you have a long-term liability and they're telling you there's an annual repayment, this annual repayment here has got to be current because you're paying off an amount off the loan capital every single year. So deal with that first. Go and put it in. We're going to go down to our trade and other payables, and we're going to make an entry for current portion of loan, and we are told that that was 425,000 Rand. We've dealt with that now, so we can forget about that. Now, what are we looking for? The figure that we are missing in our income statement is the interest expense. In our information here, we've been told that the repayments include interest, but that's all they're saying about it, and they tell us that the interest on the loan is capitalized. There are two ways to work this out. I'm going to work it out the long way first, just to help you to understand where we're getting the figures from. So you've been provided with a block for interest on loan, and I'm going to use the general ledger account. A loan being a liability is going to increase on the credit, it's going to decrease on the debit. We're going to have our balance at the beginning of the year on the credit side, and that amount was 2,750,000. Because the interest is capitalized, we would have that entry on the credit side, and that is the figure that we're trying to determine. What else do they tell us? All right, we got an additional loan. So we would have a bank entry on the credit side as well, because we received this loan capital. This would be through your cash receipts journal, and that amount was 1,500,000. Repayments including interest are going to go onto the debit side. So we're going to have an entry on the debit side bank, and that would be our cash payments journal. Those would be our repayments, which totaled 577,500. And that, of course, includes your interest. And then our balance at the end of the year, the balance carried down, goes onto our credit side. And that amount was 3,975,000. Now our general ledger account is complete. 3,975,000. We need another note there. And now you can see your way forward to working out this interest. So the total of this is 4,552,500. That needs to go onto the other side as well. Pop those figures into your calculator, and you should get an answer of interest being 302,500. That is the one way to do it. Let's go put our answer in. Interest expense, 302,500. And of course, it's an expense, so don't forget your brackets. Okay, so what's the quick way to do this? The quick way to do this is just to work with your figures. So we start with the balance. So these are my workings. We've got a balance brought down of 2,750,000. To that, we're going to add the additional loan that we received of 1,500,000. minus our repayments, which were 577,500. And then you're going to minus your closing balance, 3,975,000. And you will get to the same answer, obviously. If you're not sure, rather go back to your general ledger account, because I like to work with the ledger accounts for the very fact that it gives you a structure. You know what goes in, so you know what you're going to have to add and what you're going to have to subtract. And that takes us to the end of this question. So what can you take away from this? There are 4 important elements that I want you to remember from this. Number 1, make sure that you know this rent income calculation. You can either be asked with an increase of 1% or the increase of a rand value. But this comes up time and time again, so it is well worth doing that. What else do I want you to remember from this? What is worthwhile taking away from this? The first thing is, where you have provisional tax and you're drawing up an income statement, there's your income statement, there's your final tax liability for the year. I'm telling you now, these 2 figures will never be the same as that. So you are always going to have a balance for your SARS income tax account. It can either be trade and other receivables or trade and other payables. Right, that's the next important thing to remember. Then, whenever you have a final dividend, remember you're going to have shareholders for dividends in your trade and other payables. So the moment you're entering that final dividend, remember your shareholders for dividends. And number 4 has to do with that loan. When you got a long-term liability and they mention an annual repayment, immediately know that you've got a current portion of a loan. They don't spell it out for you. You must know, yes, I've got to go put this in to trade and other payables. 4 worthwhile tips for your exam.